All right, so now we've got our button here and it's kind of placed where we want it, but you notice if we kind of go around, you see like it can be, if we're looking at it, we spin around, it has a side. So if you remember, we had talked about billboarding in Unity, which is always making a 2D object kind of facing the person to kind of, you know, get it to be that way. Some things I should just say though, if you start using your camera and like moving around with your WEST keys and you get like kind of lost in where this is, you can hit this little restart button. But if that doesn't move, I don't understand why I can't find an easy way to just do this. I just simply close the thing after saving it, right? And then just go back and open it up. And it'll be back to square one. You know, so that's there. So we want to go ahead and make it so that we billboard these so they're looking at us. And now there's some problems I was able to fix and some I wasn't, and since we're just learning anyhow, it doesn't matter if we fix all the problems. And so the easiest way I have found is, well, you should know that when we look at these things and you click that, you can actually see the value that's coming out, right? So I could like kind of take a check out here. And you'll see like if I go spinning around all this way, I could get to like these big numbers, and rotation should be stuck to 360. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little math. So if you know anything about math, getting the remainder is called the modulo, right? So we do that, and I'm going to replace this one here, so that way, you know, we have nice clean numbers that we look through. And now I broke it. Oops, we don't want it to be 3, right? We need to actually then divide this by 360. There we go. That makes sense. So I divide it by 360 so that way I have these nice clean numbers that aren't, you know, bigger than 360, just because that was freaking me out on the numbers there. And so I need to take this button, right, and get its rotation to work here. So if I just go ahead and put this modulo in here, I'll spin around and you'll notice it's kind of flipping in some weird way going there. So we don't want that. Let's take it from the pack here, and now let's flip it around. Oops, let me get a little bit smaller so we can see what's going on here. And that's not working either, right? Because it's got these negative numbers. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to go into a divide. And I'm going to divide this by -1, just to kind of keep things, you know, solid. And now you'll see that my button is always looking at me no matter which direction I'm at, right? And we can control where the button is, you know, next to our creature with this, right? So putting it right on the creature so that I can, you know, kind of have that there. I could scale it up just a little bit, right? It's a little small. So if we, you know, make it a little bigger, although our dinosaur is really big, right? So these are all the things we could do. You see here it starts to get occluded by the dinosaur, so I just want to pull it out just a little bit, right? And that way, when I click this, you know, no matter where I am at in the rotation of my creature, I know where I can click a button, right? Now that's different than if I moved around. So you'll notice that what I didn't fix was if I move, I'm using the WASD keys here. Like if I move around here, oops, let me simulate orbit. You know, I look over here, it can at some point see, look, it's no longer straight on me, right? Because I've changed you know, device orientation. So with that, I tried a bunch of things. I tried building a null object over this and using device orientation to do that. I'm sure it's some combination of that. I just ran out of time to do this so that I update these videos. Maybe I'll figure it out for class and put in a filler video here. But that is enough to get us. So I'm going to save this, and right to reset it, I'll hit reset. And my dinosaur's there, but my camera's there. So again, I'm just going to, you know, close that up, open it back up, and I'm back to my camera in the same spot, right? I don't know why that is. There's got to be a button somewhere. I Googled it. I couldn't find it. All right, so that's setting up kind of so our buttons are always looking at us.